you going to do the... So we like to start with a joke.
Do you want me to?
I think you should. I think that's a thing.
Okay, because when I said I was trying to make it a thing, you took the piss out of me.
Yeah, I know, but then that's just to motivate you.
Why does he do that?
What?
Why do you just stare at the camera?
Because I'm like Jim from The Office.
He does like it from The Office, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically
You're
it.
not like Jim.
I have
He's
noticed
tall,
as well.
handsome, and funny. You are the opposite of Jim.
And he has
We've both had a bowl cut at one point in our lives.
Right, here's something. Actually, this is a genuine question. So John,
Wait, sorry. John.
You've got to do it at the right moment, or you can't stop the whole room to look at it. You look at it underrated as if.
We both did it at the same time. Though. It was great.
John Krasinski.
Yes.
What is his wife?
Emily Blunt.
Okay, well that's fucking quick. Right, so quick question:
That's what Vicky says.
Emily Blunt or Pam?
Emily Blunt.
Pam.
Pam for me as well.
No, Emily Blunt.
You're a wrong one, mate.
You are.
Get out of the podcast.
Why?
Leave.
3 friends, 2 friends.
Okay. Emily
You
Blunt.
upgraded him.
Yeah, I don't
If
know.
anything, you upgraded him to a full friend.
No.
Okay,
Instead of
Emily Blunt now,
Blunt is
Pam now.
Which is Pam still.
Yes.
Still?
Pam's incredible.
Yes.
Pam is incredible. She's that girl next. She's got like that girl next door look. I don't know why I raised my shoulders. That's weird. Never done that before. She's got that girl next door look.
Also, if you was to merge their names in a Brangelina type way, they'd be called Jan. So
they
can't do that with Gemily.
All right. We always like to start with a joke.
Ooh. We.
This is new.
Just said this is new. Well, it's
Mixing
not really.
it up.
If I just said we always like to start with a joke, you can't follow that up by, oh, this is new. What news?
Just trying to keep it fresh and interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
the new element might be that it's funny.
they've been funny before.
Oh.
I might have them on.
It'd be funny. There goes the ego.
All right. Well, you might have.
I
Okay.
don't
All right. Well,
disagree.
you're both really good at laughing then.
Tweet, tweet.
Who?
It must be now.
Oh, right. Hang on. Let me just choose which one of these is less shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a good
All right.
basis.
There was 74 as well, you said.
No,
so
there's
that could
not.
take it.
There's 4. I
Okay.
just made it funny.
Can we hear all of them and then grade them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's do
So
that.
one of them's going to get gold, one's not going to make the...
They're going to be like
Yeah.
stone.
I understand how it grading works. Yeah. Thanks for that. All right. Okay. So, but each time I'm going to have to do, or are we just going to read all of them for the intro then?
Oh, no, well, try
All right,
one.
well, let's just do it then. All right.
So
we
we're-
always like to start with a joke, and then I'll do the 4 jokes, and then we'll just put the funniest one in.
Well,
Yes,
this is new.
this is new. I mean,
You
the
got to do
table
that.
as well. That's all gone wrong.
You got to do that every time as
We haven't
well.
recorded for 3 weeks. Oh my god. All right. Okay. You like this? How many? Hang on, because I know what. Okay. How many divorced men does it take to change a light bulb? None. The sockets went with the house. Okay. Did you both do that on purpose?
I thought we agreed to not talk about the divorce or anything like that.
Yeah, but I'd written this before we talked about
Just so you
that.
know, I'm
okay.
going to
The
go...
jokes are going to be.
I'm going to grade that one D.
I can still joke about how shit
That
my
was
life is.
stone.
Okay.
You can still
so-
go for it.
But now they're all about ex-wife jokes.
Oh,
That's
okay,
just
that's
so
all right.
funny then.
That's-
Yeah.
Well, did you come with any jokes?
Yeah,
Right.
I bought him.
No, you did come with a joke that we can't tell, actually.
What?
It's about vegans.
And children.
It's not about children. All right.
Vegan children.
Oh. I just know how shit they are now. Now that I've read about that. But knowing how much fun we've just had.
In your head,
Yep.
bear in mind, I've just said that I've not heard the other 3, but I think that one's the worst one.
Yeah.
Do you think...
I led with my best one. I led with my best one.
I knew you
But
was
what I
gonna
would
say
say is I only just sat and... Because I'd done all my research on the... Which we haven't talked about what the episode's going to be about. I did all my research. Then last minute I was like, I haven't thought of a joke.
Oh.
So I just quickly thought of 4. Just
Googled
off-
them.
Yeah. Google, yeah.
That's fine.
I tried to remarry my ex-wife. But she figured out I was only marrying her for my money.
That one's better. That one's better. They are getting better.
Yeah. At first.
I mean, not massively better.
No, not
They get-
really.
they get-
But anyway, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
The first
Yeah.
part, I thought, oh, he's not telling a joke. This is just sort of topic. But it was a joke.
No, it is, yeah, it's a joke. Have you heard of the new divorced... They're all divorced themed, I will be honest.
Okay.
But have you heard of the new divorced Barbie doll? She comes with all of Ken's stuff.
Topical. Okay.
My ex used to hit me with stringed instruments. If only I knew she had a history of violins.
Okay. That was the one.
All right, we'll go with that.
Oh,
That was it. All right, let's reshoot this then.
Wow, that looks really cool.
Great, that neon sign looks so cool.
Is that a studio space for us?
It is. All of that for us. For us.
Wow. Good job.
Welcome to this week's episode of Two and a Half Friends with me, Dan Lawrence, newly single.
Not my
So
choice.
it doesn't matter.
I'm Jonno, and he's irrelevant.
That's it. We're going to reshoot this. That's...
Probably not Rocky, no.
It's Ricky.
So this week's episode is about conspiracy theories. And I've got some evidence. Well, it's not like, when I say evidence, like I've done some research, I've spent a lot of time researching it, but I've got enough evidence that I think I can convince both of you not to become conspiracy theorists, because I don't think I am a conspiracy theorist, but there's just 2 or 3 things that I actually do believe.
I'd disagree and say you are a conspiracy theorist. I've known you 10 years and you bug me with this stuff all the time. All the time.
Well, I don't know what the criteria is for a conspiracy theorist. I sometimes believe a conspiracy, and I like to believe that.
That's exact. I think that is
That is
exactly
exactly
the
right.
criteria.
Yeah. Fair enough, I'm a conspiracy theorist then.
Yeah, I reckon.
I've got some evidence that I think is going to convince you both of one of my conspiracy theories.
Okay. Let's hope it's compelling.
Oh, it's compelling. Yeah. I've done my research over the last 20 years of my life.
Strap yourself in.
Yeah.
Strap yourself in, mate, yeah. Put your seatbelt on.
He did more research into this than he did the joke.
I did a thing where I missed the joke.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like
That was a funny one as well.
Then he did,
That's how it feels.
then he did some great acting, though.
did.
It was good.
What was that?
Oh.
No, go on.
So I was going to say, well, recent conspiracy theories is about obviously Kate Middleton. People think she's dead.
Okay, so you're going to have to enlighten me on this, because I actually don't... I've seen like a couple of things on social media, but I've just sort of skimmed over them.
Okay, so the breakdown of it is earlier on in the year she went in for some sort of surgery. Okay, and then since then has made no public appearances. There's been no statements, or no one has seen her.
What surgery was it?
I don't know. I want to say it was something to do with like her abdominal region, but I don't know why I'm saying that. I think I might have read it.
Just because that sounds surgical.
I think I may have read it, right? But yeah, so no one's really seen her. And then for Mother's Day, they posted a photo of her sat with her 3 kids.
I've seen this,
That was quite obviously like AI generated or photoshopped.
Didn't she not have a finger or something?
No. One of the kids was like, his fingers were kind of like a bit fucked
It was like
up.
that. He was crossing his fingers and had them bent on the table.
Yeah, but
like
kids
that.
cross their fingers sometimes.
No,
It's
but
normal.
it looked like it wasn't a natural thing. With the other ones, like one of his shoulders, it looked like this part of his jacket, there was like nothing underneath it. So it was like his arm. It was just, there was very, very obvious
Another bit,
things.
she didn't have an ear.
Yeah, like it was just like either quite a bad Photoshop. That was a joke, wasn't it?
Made that up, not
Yeah.
But I've seen like the film Avatar, and they're pretty good on computers nowadays. Like they're good. They get on there and
But
they.
apparently, she done it herself.
Well, not if she's dead.
Well, no. She didn't do it herself. That this kind of doesn't know what it's talking about, right? So
Yeah, but then she released a statement
To say,
she did it.
basically,
exactly. No.
I
to
did it on
say-
paint.
No. She released
maybe-
a statement to say that it was photoshopped. It was like modified, but it wasn't done by her. She wasn't sat and clip it on her phone or something doing it, was she?
Well, then how do you know she wasn't? She might be using clip art.
Surely.
She's Kate fucking Middleton, guys.
Yeah,
They
also-
don't have people for that, won't
Yeah,
they?
No, she's not anymore.
Exactly. That's what I mean. She's the future queen of England. So why would it be that crap? Why would it not be?
Yeah, you could have the best
Why would it
editor in
not
the
be
world.
good enough that people don't pick up on the fact that it's photoshopped?
Because I just think with like general error, firstly, if you're using AI, things always get missed. There's always adverts with people with legs missing and stuff because they rely on the computer to do it. They don't check these things. They look at it very, very quickly and go, yeah, that will do.
So someone's getting sacked or she's dead.
Yeah, pretty much that. So basically, they released a statement and then she released a statement to say, oh, yeah, sorry, we put the photo out. Obviously, I've been recovering, sort of stuff. And that is just it. And then since then, there's been photos of her that have come out kind of leaving, I think it was like Buckingham Palace in a car.
We rehearsed this. Remember, we rehearsed this just before the...
That's
What's
why I
your
slowed
joke?
down so you could say...
He's forgotten it. He's forgotten his joke. He's forgotten his own joke.
Was it a hearse?
He forgot his own joke.
I was so involved in the story. I forgot.
He
I
forgot
forgot
his
how
own
funny
joke.
I was last time.
You stopped adding in like non-factual parts of it.
Yeah.
Took a break from that and missed the only part we wanted you to fucking say.
And he was like elongating his
I know.
words.
Like,
Because he's like,
any moment
Any moment.
she was left at Buckingham Palace in a black vehicle of some sort. Would anybody like to add in?
I'm started thinking,
If anyone's got a
come on,
punch-
he's still going on about Kate Middleton.
But yeah, so that's basically the thing. She's obviously probably not dead, but
Was
there
it
is quite a
hers?
lot of stuff at the moment. There is quite a lot of stuff at the moment, though, which may. In the past 2 months, King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer, which has come out. Kate Middleton had abdominal surgery and has not been seen since December. Sarah, the Duchess of York, has also been diagnosed with cancer. Prince Edward is stepping back from royal duties. Thomas Kingston, who's married into the British royal family, has died suddenly.
Who?
Thomas Kingston, who probably married a princess or something like that. But basically, what they're saying is a lot of people within the royal family at the moment are being struck down with illnesses or dying.
Yeah.
Do you think it's got something to do with Prince Harry?
I think
It could be, and this is just a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this. When I do, I do.
Yeah,
Get it, yeah.
Or could they
it
all
could be
just
Prince
be
Harry.
old?
Yeah, but
Kate Middleton is younger than you.
She may very well be, yes.
No, she is. That's the only fact within this whole thing that's probably true.
But Prince Charles isn't. He's old.
so
No,
why would they release that picture if it was? Why would they do that then? And just rather than just release a statement?
Because on Mother's Day,
Yeah.
on any days like that, they release photos of the royal family and things
Oh,
like
so
that.
she
don't they?
released a right. Okay, so on Father's Day, I don't release a picture of myself.
Yeah, you're kind of not a king.
Yeah, but also,
Well, no. But
also,
you do it
if
for your
I-
own day. You're like, oh, Father's Day. Thanks for being a. I mean, I wouldn't do it about my dad, but you know, or you definitely can't do it. But
I don't mind, it's cheaper now.
I didn't even know I was going to say that. My brain just said it before I could think. But you do it about your own dad. I don't do it about. Oh, I'm a brilliant father.
Yeah, but
Father's
I
Day,
think you're not a public figure.
You're not-
I think
you're
it's
not the
different.
royal
No,
family.
No, I'm not a
But
royal
also,
family.
if
But
she has been ill, she's been a mum for quite some time. Like, I know, you'll see some mums on Facebook where you go, oh, there's a Mother's Day picture. I've seen that before. They used that last year. Well,
yeah,
they used that.
but it's a good photo.
They
I
used
look
that-
good in that.
But it's a good photo. They
yeah.
look happy. Why not just use one of them photos rather than go, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, we're going to make all the kids look weird, make them cross their fingers, you lose an arm, and then we're going to put that out there. Why?
Yeah, what's his name? Little Jack. What's his name? Jack? Edward? Henry? What's the little one's called?
Albert.
Prince Albert. Is that? You made me say Prince Albert.
Yeah.
then right,
His
do
name's
a weird
Epstein.
cross finger and whatever. Then I'm going to. Oh, it's just, well, the whole
It
thing's
is
weird.
weird.
Can you stop doing that with your fingers? It's triggering back to my Stephen Mullen days.
Have you read the book? It's actually Prince Harry Spare, interesting enough, which is in my collection of books. I've only got about 12 books.
I don't read.
You don't read?
No.
So there's a few interesting things in there about the royal family. So when you've just said about is there you'd expect them to have photos because she's a mum. But Prince Harry never hugged his nan, which was the Queen. He said they never hugged. It was always so formal. It was always very regimented and very. So he said, I've never had a hug from my nan.
So what you're saying?
Imagine what it does.
You don't think that there's a
Maybe there
natural
isn't.
picture of her with the children?
Maybe it's not. Maybe because even like, I don't know if Diana was more cuddly with the kids.
100% she would have been.
Well, I went there, so. Have you
Well,
seen photos of it?
I've seen pictures of her
Skiing.
in much more
And with having her wired.
in much more natural poses and environments than any of the royals now.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah.
And he was saying growing
That's why,
up, they did not like it. He couldn't go and talk to his dad like you'd go and talk to your dad and have a chat and a cup of tea. It was very much like, oh, we go shooting and it's no conversation, not conversational. That's what it was like growing up. Also, do you know why he called the book Spare?
He felt like a spare part.
Well, sort of, yes, but not even that he felt like a spare part. He was literally the spare. That's apparently what
Like in case we'll die.
Prince Charles said to Diana. Like his first thing that he said was, and what he used to even say he used to call Prince Harry spare, was like, that's good now that we've got a spare. They looked at it as a royal pawn.
That's horrific.
Imagine, yeah, and you think, and I like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I like them both.
My mum's for me was mistake.
What?
Yeah, I can understand that.
Problem is your dad didn't want to come on your mum's tits.
So mean, man. The guy's dead.
Imagine that.
No, it's a joke about your mum's tits. No shit, they are not about.
Imagine that.
I feel bad. You look like you
Instead of
probably
this,
look
you
really-
could,
he would have.
instead of this, you could have been a spunky necklace.
I'd have chosen the spunky necklace.
Are you going to cry?
Not again.
Oh, no, don't.
No, I love doing this. Right,
So the conspiracy theory is then that.
But we're going back to this.
Right, go on then.
I want to say, for someone who's Prince Charles, whose main job his entire life has been waiting for his mum to die, surely you would think that...
why would he be waiting for his mum to die?
Because that's his job.
Prince Charles, we're talking about.
To become king.
Charles. I thought
To
you meant
become
Harry.
king.
Sorry.
So...
They didn't have to wait long.
I was going to say, I think...
Fucking hell, mate, this has gone dark. Literally tonight. But also,
I've been locked up.
also for somebody...
I've been at a wellness retreat where I haven't been able to talk to anyone.
Oh yeah, and this is what you thought of? Laying in a spa?
Mainly.
He's basically grown up thinking, I'm a god. Mum, soon as
Yeah.
mum dies, I'm king. That's it. That's all I'm waiting for. I'm being...
But his whole life has been
I'm being
preparation for
prepared,
that.
I'm being
though. It's not-
prepared for
yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
else. So maybe he would have thought, okay, well actually I'll have a bit of understanding of how Harry must feel. Harry must already feel my life, it's not worthless, but I do feel like
Yeah.
to the spare parts. Have your dad then actually say those words to you? It must be horrific. Absolutely horrific.
I can't even imagine. Like the pressure. And the pressure and like how, I guess, in a word, famous you are around the world. You are. But you're also worthless. A sense of probably feeling worthless.
That's probably why he rebelled.
100%.
When he was a teenager.
Well, he's done all right for a ginger lad anyway, you know, he's done all right for himself. Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle or Emily Blunt. Or Pam.
I'll probably...
I'd still go Pam.
Yeah, I think
Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle's a bit of a cunt though, isn't she?
What's she ever done to you?
No, I just think... I've heard things, haven't I?
You've heard things. Just from your mates down the pub that have met her.
Who have you heard things from?
No, like in the media and that's how she's portrayed.
Oh, in the media. In the media, yeah, of course. The media, right? Well, yeah.
You made it sound...
The media wrote that me.
No, I was just saying.
There's one article written about it.
Well, two. The second one was about me complaining about takeaway food. Like, do you know what I mean? I mean, that was true, that one, but you can't believe everything they...
Well, I don't believe it. I don't believe you complained about takeaway food.
What, they
the
deliver...
the
No, I'll
backbone
get
of
it
your
off my
entire
chest.
diet.
I won't say the company.
Domino's.
No, it doesn't matter who it was. But they
Domino's.
delivered my chicken wings cold, like...
It was Domino's, you tell me
It
about
wasn't.
this.
And I know what you're trying to do. I know what you've done. You've already got me there. No, it's not them anyway. It doesn't matter.
They're never delivering to you
Pizza
again.
Hut.
They delivered...
Pizza out there.
That was... You have not heard of them. It's a new one.
I'm pretty sure it's Domino's.
It's called Mario's. They deliver my
It's a me. Mario.
chicken wings. They don't even pop them in the oven. They just... Anyway, it's just irrelevant.
Speaking of this,
Yeah.
going off topic.
Yeah.
So the other day I got pizza.
Right.
And I'll say the name. Fire away.
Not just the other day.
Yeah. Okay, but it was just the other day. It was on Friday. And they forgot half my order. So when I called him up and said, hello, you basically my sides and dessert and my drink.
And bollock.
You've forgotten half my order. And he went, oh, well, next time you order, we'll give it to you for free. I went, no. I said, I ordered it for today. And you're not giving it to me for free. I've paid for it.
Yeah.
You just haven't delivered
not
it.
for free.
That's not for free. You went, oh, okay. I'll speak to my manager, and then he put me on hold for 17 minutes. And then when we need you to make the order online so we can get it delivered to you.
You really wanted that pizza. I wasted 17 minutes.
No. It was at this point I was invested. So he went, you have to make an order. Yeah, so I was like, okay. So I put the things that they missed out on the order, but it didn't hit the minimum spend. So in order to get it over the minimum spend, I added 3 bottles of Coke. And then I put in the notes. He rang me back and said, why have you put more bottles of Cokes than we owed you there? I was like, because your minimum spend. He's like, so how many Cokes do you want? Like, just what I ordered in the first place, mate. Like, why are you making this so hard? And then the guy delivered it, and you know when you're like, this has probably got phlegm in it.
Yeah. You can't eat it at that point.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum is got
Minimum.
phlegm in it.
Yeah,
Definitely
I
rubbed
was
his balls on it, yeah.
God,
Definitely.
this is tasty.
Like on Road Trip. Remember that
Right,
film on Road Trip? Where he wants
Oh, that's-
pancakes all over his balls and down his bumhole and all that. Definitely I can chill pizza. 100%.
Well, the pizza came the first time before I complained, so that was fine.
Okay. No. All right.
But the
Don't bring it up then.
But the
He
Coke
was,
bottle
he was
stunk.
he was sat on the Coke bottle. Anyway, yeah. So not Meghan Markle's dead. Kate Middleton probably dead.
I don't know if I can get behind that. I don't know if that's. I don't know if you've given me enough evidence to make me believe that. She's just not been seen for a while.
Like I don't feel that strongly about it.
All right.
If you don't,
it's just because I told you we're doing a conspiracy theories episode, and you're like, "I'll rustle something up."
This is happening, yeah.
There's one about Paul McCartney. Didn't Paul McCartney die?
Yes.
And they replaced him with a lookalike.
Yep. And I've got some good. There's a few good facts about this. Again,
okay.
What some of my research evenings have taken me down a route of Paul McCartney, Sir Paul McCartney now. So I'll only give you one because it's not. I've not prepared for this. But on the first album cover from when he was supposedly killed, which was apparently there was a man car crash that was found decapitated.
Leonardo.
What?
Leonardo decapitated.
Such a stretch.
Such a stretch.
Do you know the problem? Someone messaged me to say that they thought when you said nepotism in one of the other episodes, and I said I love that ice cream, or is that the free coloured ice cream? I had about three or four people messaged me to say that was genius. That was such a good job. Now I'm thinking puns. Literally just
you're good at them,
just sound alikes.
Sometimes that was dreadful.
Okay.
So the first album cover there was basically. It was the Abbey Road one, I think. Mm-hmm. So it's the crossing.
Yep.
And the theory is Paul McCartney he didn't have any shoes on.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. In my head, I was thinking the theory is that the car didn't stop when he was going across the Belgian crossing.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. Done.
If he had shoes on, he would have got out of the way.
Yeah.
So there was one basically one was dressed as like is it the pallbearer?
Yep.
Or
the wrestler.
I knew you were going to say that. But there's no other word for it. Because if I'd have said Undertaker, you'd have been like, the wrestler. The same joke. So anyway, four of them he was dressed like how you'd be buried, which is in theory with no shoes on. Because you're not buried with shoes on, apparently. I don't know. Then one was dressed as the pallbearer, one was dressed as someone going to a funeral, and someone. So there was like this thing about they're all dressed as a. This was like a
funeral procession.
Yeah, and there was something to do with the back cover as well. Like something was written on the back cover that no one knew. Or we'll research it. We'll bring that up on another one because that's a really interesting one.
Yeah, because I think the fact that he was also the only person, all of them were stepping in time. He was the only one that his legs were not in time when he took the photo.
Yes.
But
there's loads. There's like I think 15 details just from that one photo.
Yeah. But there's a couple of people like that. I've seen it before. There's a conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne is not Avril Lavigne anymore.
Yeah.
Didn't stop me wanking over her.
Stephen Mulhern.
He's
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, should we move on to my conspiracy theory for today then? And I'm going to convince you of this. Elvis is alive.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Do you need any more information?
Did you bump into him when you went to the hotel?
I haven't No, I didn't. No, I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
But I'll tell you something weird that did happen when I was in the hotel. Elvis. Now thinking about it,
Elvis did bump into him.
Actually, now thinking, I probably wasn't Elvis.
No, but Elvis music started playing.
Oh, at the Elvis Hotel.
Joking.
No, but now I've said that out loud, like I realise.
Also,
So someone was playing music of probably one of the biggest pop stars
No, but there was no music on
in
before.
the entire world.
And Amy from the Westgate, we was lucky enough to visit the Westgate Hotel that used to be the Hilton where Elvis did his sellout shows off, and we got to go backstage. And they've still got the floor in there that Elvis used to stand on and do a little prayer before he went out. It was pretty cool.
That's nuts.
But we got to sit in the bar that he used to sit in before and after a show. But that's not one of my. I mean, that's not one of my favorites.
But you were saying
Yeah,
it was a bit spooky that
it was
when
a
he
bit
was there,
yeah, and then
which
there
would
was-
mean like maybe he's a ghost, which means he's dead, which means that
Because a lot of people.
well,
Well,
your points invalid then.
yeah, I did it with this out actually. Forget that. So there's a
Proven.
immediately undone my conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
No,
but
that's
you're
if
going to prove is right.
No, but that's if you believe he's dead or if you believe he's alive. Like the whole thing. Like I'm not saying he was dead. I'm not saying he was dead and he's
So he put the music on.
He wouldn't know how to. What CD players weren't out then, so he wouldn't know how to switch
That's
it on.
not fucking work.
He died in 1977. Do you know when a CD player was invented?
Yeah, but you're acting like
1989.
yeah, but you're. I don't believe that.
If I looked at him, you would have believed me.
We had a Walkman.
84 then.
Walkmans were invented at like
Yeah, well,
1993.
but they wasn't playing that in the hotel anyway. So apparently he was put in protection by the FBI
For what?
To protect him.
From what?
from
Hamburgers?
an incident involving, and this isn't
An
necessarily
incident. If you just left it at an incident.
An incident,
I was
no.
like, this is. Come on, mate. Give me some facts.
this isn't a theory that I necessarily believe, but I do believe that he is alive.
Do you believe
But
that
I
because
don't
you
know-
want to believe? Are you a big Elvis fan?
I do. I am an Elvis fan. Yeah, I am an Elvis fan.
yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favourite song? So many to choose from.
Didn't know you were asking
He's
that.
not got one. He's not got
It's
not
massive.
one.
No, but it's your Blue Suede Shoes then.
Okay.
I don't like that one. That's a lie.
No one does.
Jailhouse Rock's quite good.
Yeah.
Lonely this Christmas. That's a good one. But I like Christmas.
How does that one
I
go?
used to. Huh?
How does that one
I
go?
can spend it with my family. No, I have got a favourite song. My favourite song of Elvis, I'll tell you why I was confused, because it's not actually his song. It's Unchained Melody. He didn't originally write it.
No.
But he did perform it, and that was my favourite song of Elvis.
Right.
So that's why I was confused. Like,
Yeah.
but there's an incident involving an organised crime family, apparently, where he was something to do with the drugs, a drug cartel, and he was being an informant to the police or the FBI, and then they put him in protective custody because he genuinely did give evidence that put something like 150 of this massive crime family in
So
prison.
was he take it? Was he buying drugs off them and then turn the informant on them? Or?
So I think because he was quite big into but his was prescription drugs, not like whatever you get. But I guess crime families can get anything. I don't know what. I don't know any, so I don't know. But that was one of the theories anyway. There was loads of theories, but a few of the facts I've got for you. These are the. I'm going to hit you with the facts, and you can then.
Where can I just ask where you sourced your facts? Where are that? Or
I can't take it. This is probably.
They're under protection. After the incident.
Yeah, well, no,
leaked, leaked FBI documents.
No, nothing's leaked. FBI. There have been people from the FBI who have genuinely said
He's alive.
not that he's alive, no, but they have said, but he was an informant.
Oh, okay, so that's validating.
So that's validating that part, but that doesn't
Okay.
validate that he's alive.
So he could be dead because he's a grass.
He could be dead because he's a grass. But no one's caught onto that theory. That's because
I
they're not
just
storing
thought
it.
conspiracy theory. Elvis was killed because he was a grass.
But also, no crime families just sort of killed someone on the toilet.
Also, just thinking about it, like you're an informant against like a notorious crime family of some sort. You go into protective custody. Just let your fucking daughter run around and do what she wants because she's still kicking about doing stuff, isn't she?
No, she died. She died recently.
There's one of them. One of them's still alive.
He had one daughter, Priscilla.
Yeah.
She died.
Who was the one that was upset about the film?
Priscilla, or maybe Priscilla's daughter. That'd be his granddaughter.
Lisa Marie
was
Lisa
his
Marie was his
daughter. Priscilla was his wife. Sorry,
Who killed
you are
Priscilla?
right. Oh, which one died though? No, Priscilla's alive.
Lisa Marie's dead.
His daughter died. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Weren't she with
saying.
Michael Jackson? Because there was another.
Yeah, and could you imagine? Right, Lisa Marie Presley was, I think, married to Michael Jackson for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Imagine if they had a child.
Well, that would be like Maradona. No, Aguero's son. His granddad is Maradona, and his godfather is Messi.
Yeah, but
his
Godfather.
dad is Sergio.
I could say
his dad's Sergio
Santa
Aguero.
Claus is my godfather. You can't. It doesn't matter, does it?
It does when it's Messi.
Well, yeah. If he was my godfather, I'd milk it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if your actual dad is Michael Jackson, your granddad is Elvis. I mean, it didn't happen, but can you imagine how? That'd be incredible.
If you didn't go into the entertainment,
If you
business,
can't sing, though, yeah. If you can't sing, if you can't sing,
Yeah.
So, right, I'm going to give you some facts that hopefully will convince you. Not all of them you're going to be convinced of, but
Because right now I'm pretty convinced he's dead,
based on what?
based on the fact that the entire world thinks he's dead.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Because
Even if it's just me in the whole world, that's not the whole world.
also he died before you were born.
Yeah, 1977.
So just.
No, I was
before
late.
you
I
were
was
born.
I was in the
70s.
80s. So
okay.
mid to late 80s. So first of all, there was a plane that landed. A helicopter that landed on his premises, Graceland, the day he died. It landed and left really quickly without anyone. It was an unscheduled flight,
Right.
and then it was called in that he died. Okay, that's just a little thing.
Okay.
But that's not convincing enough that someone landed a helicopter. That's all that
So
is.
you think? Okay, they might have landed because they might have landed and gone. Oh, we're here to take Elvis out, and so
he's
when
ill.
he's he's gone.
Mate, could be that.
There's no point. And they went,
be that.
oh, okay, we won't hang around then. And then they went.
Yeah, that's how helicopters work. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure. I mean, it could be that. The theory is that
Also, how do you know it was an unscheduled flight?
because of the research, the flight logs. You can get the flight logs online.
Yeah, but
Well, there is no flight logs of it. Listen,
they didn't even have CD players then.
What I need to tell you, they still have flight logs. You have flight logs. But what I can say is, all this research has happened over the last 15 years of my life. I'll put a lot of hours into this, but I don't know specific.
It's coming across like you do as well.
specific websites and details. But I do know, I know that I believe that he's alive.
Yeah.
What I would say is, I did probably up until quite recently.
The last 10 minutes, when you realised there might be a chink in your helicopter.
No, that's just one point. I want to get to the real stuff.
When you realise that he's been haunted by the non-dead Elvis for the last 10 years.
I'm saving the juicy stuff.
I'm glad.
Oh, okay. So,
I'm glad.
I'm glad that there is more than a helicopter landing in his garden and flying away again.
When you're sat there at 2 a.m. reading this stuff, you're like, wow. Right, but then when you say it out loud to your mates who aren't like me, you sound like a twat. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so this is a big one.
Okay, here we go.
Wait.
So in Elvis's... First of all, did you know Elvis was born a twin?
No.
No. Okay, so he was born a twin. There's a little fact for you. His twin died at birth. That's sad. No, that is sad.
Or
No, okay.
did Elvis die at birth?
Doesn't matter.
And the twin was
Irrelevant. Whichever one of them grew up was the one that grew up. That's completely irrelevant. His brother's name was Aaron. They named him.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
No, but it does matter for
Isn't
this fact.
Elvis's middle name Aaron?
His middle name is Aaron. But his brother, his twin brother, they spelt it, I think it was A-R-O-N.
Right.
And Elvis, they gave him the middle name to honour the twin that died.
Oh, that's really sad.
And
I
it
really
is-
like that name. I'll just give it to him.
Yeah, so they gave it, but as an honour to his brother, they gave it, but they spelt it differently. So I think it was A-A-R-O-N for Elvis. In Elvis's will, he'd had a grave ready, which was his mum had died, and I think it was maybe his brother's grave. And there was a space in the middle. These were at Graceland, and the space in the middle was Elvis's grave, and that was like common knowledge. It was in his will. They didn't bury him there.
Oh.
They buried him around the corner, and they misspelt his name on his grave.
Someone's getting fired.
No, but then no one. They've left it. No one's getting.
So why would you? Well, surely someone would. The entire world picked up on the fact that that was an edited photo. Surely someone, the first person that got to that gravestone, would have gone, "Well, that's wrong.
Yeah, but they've never.
You've put Elvis.
They've never addressed it. They've never addressed it. So his grave is around the corner, still on the grounds, but it's around the corner. It's not where he wanted to be buried. So the theory is.
When
Elvis
he does
isn't dead
die,
because when he dies, that's where he's going to go.
Okay.
That's the theory.
Okay.
And also they spelled his name wrong, which is a massive disrespect to someone. Like in America, and if you're religious, that's a
And also,
massive
you'll
disrespect.
just change it. If it was
Elvis,
yeah,
then why-
that's
why
what I
With
mean.
the money, you would just change it. They haven't
but-
changed it, and they've never addressed it. That's what it is.
What does spelling the name wrong do? It doesn't. If they wanted to,
Okay,
if they
fine.
wanted to give
The name spelled right. Why have they not honoured his will, and why have they popped him around the corner instead of
maybe his
between
directions
mum?
weren't clear enough.
Imagine
in the will.
when you die. Imagine when you die. Instead of putting Rocky, they put Ricky.
You've had better jokes than that, I'll be honest. Right, second of all, after he died, they buried him. He had his funeral, I think it was 2 days after he died. And they had an open casket. And if you Google Elvis the day before he died, he is overweight, he's bloated. If you see the photo of him 2 days later in a coffin, he's skinny, you can see his cheekbones. Yeah, he's died, but he's not been on a detox. Like when you
It's a
die,
glass house in Essex.
he doesn't mean to the glass house retreat and had a proper. Because now you can see my cheekbones, obviously.
Exactly.
So they're saying that was basically a wax. It was planned. They had a wax because you can visibly see how there was about. Again, there's a video of the funeral, and you can watch them carrying the coffin. It's an open coffin. You can see them. Oh no, they closed it to carry it, I think. But
In case he
fell out. But you can see they're struggling, and there's about 25 men, and they're struggling to carry it, and they're saying it's because there was an ice machine. So obviously it was a really hot day. So they're saying there was an ice machine to stop him melting.
Yeah.
But they're
Or
saying
he
it was a
was
wax.
just really overweight.
Yeah, but he was overweight, so that would be fair enough. The body in the coffin wasn't overweight.
Yeah, but I think
It was a chiseled. It was like him from the 60s.
yeah, like that's how he wanted to look when
So
he
that's
died.
how he wanted to look when he died.
Yeah.
So they haven't done plastic surgery on him.
Yeah.
Like,
Surely someone would have pulled him to one side and said, "Look, Elv, this is happening. We're gonna fake.
Elv.
We're gonna fake.
Yeah,
we're gonna
Elv.
fake your death."
but also if you're Elvis,
At the minute, the waxwork we've got, it's about £100 lighter than you are.
Yeah.
So, can you lay off the burgers, get back on the prescriptions,
Yeah.
and lose a few pounds?
They went, "Here,
Otherwise,
take this peanut butter sandwich, take these laxatives, go in the toilet, lose
Yeah,
some of that,
that's right.
and then that's where it all went wrong."
yeah.
The thing is, I obviously don't know enough about bodies decomposing and that whole. Obviously, I know I've had a recent funeral last year, early on, but like I don't know about dead bodies
Yeah,
that
your
much.
dad lost a lot of weight before he died, though, didn't he?
He actually, yeah, he did. God rest his soul. But
That was a
He's
cat.
got all into that. Even I cringed it.
That was too much, was it?
But I think when people die, I think their bodies do sink. As in, so like the weight, if he's laid down, all the weight would come out of this and would sag back.
No, they don't, because they replace this embalming. It doesn't. And you've seen other people. If you Google open casket, other people that are overweight, they still look overweight. Like I promise you, this is if you look at it. I think it's difficult for me to describe it unless you've seen it visually with your eyes.
Get it up.
All right, well we'll get it up. Right, so that's him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
see that. I'll overlay it, but just in case can't be
Have you
bothered.
got a better photo?
Well, no, because I mean this was 1977.
Oh, okay. Because
But
I would
just
still say
add-
that looks fat.
Show me. Okay, let me show you last photo of Elvis. It doesn't look like that.
No.
Put them side by side. Just put them side by side.
Also, that's Ozzy Osbourne.
That's what I mean. That's Elvis. So yeah, he didn't look in the best of
To be
health.
fair, he does look like a waxwork.
So that's, oh, fuck's sake! It's always you can't just.
Put it next to it. Put it next to it. Put the other photo next to it. No, not that one, you spastic.
Put the real one. Put the real one.
It does look like.
I love the fact he just went back to it as well. He ignored it and then went back to it.
And this was a couple of days before he died. That was 2 days after he died.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same person. It's not the same. That's a wax. If anything, that is a wax.
He apparently has a strange. If anything. if anything. It's completely inconceivable. That's a
I'll tell
shit
you what,
photo.
Let me show Elvis.
If the social media stuff don't work, you have got a job with the FBI. Like literally, you've nailed this case.
This is 15 years of research.
Exactly.
Yeah, but are you not? Is nothing that I've said to you made you think? Okay, he might have died now because he's probably 88 now, but you
Danny's scrolling through Google Images at the moment.
Frantically validating his points.
you can look it up, and there is a video of men carrying Elvis's. Is it casket or casket?
Casket.
There's a video. Of,
Casket.
Casket.
there's a video of men carrying his casket, his coffin. That's easy. I just don't say that coffin, and they are struggling to carry it.
And you think it's because they had an ice machine?
Ice machine to stop the wax from melting. That's which sounds ridiculous,
But it's the only logical explanation. That's the thing.
I might be jumping ahead,
right?
and you might go, we're going to get to that. What do you? Why?
It's pretty.
Why you fake it in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, if you
The
believe
cartel. He said about the cartel thing.
If you believe the FBI story, it could. There was a lot of people that were saying he was running himself into the ground, and he also like his manager. Have you seen the film Elvis?
Yeah.
His manager was taking all of his money, so he
Which he
wasn't
didn't
making
need
any
to.
money.
It's Tom Hanks, and he's got a few quid anyway.
Yeah, but that's obviously an actor, isn't it? That's the actor
Yeah,
playing.
That was just in the film.
So,
But
so the point is, he wasn't making any money, and he was told that he was worth more dead than alive. He was told that, and he knew that he was worth more dead because his back catalogue was
yeah.
like worth millions. He'd be set. Generations would be set for life.
Yeah.
So just, I can't believe that I'm going to validate what Dan said a little bit about people being killed by the cartel. as in like singers, famous people, informants, because there was a Mexican singer, and his name was Chelino Sanchez, and during a show, he's basically given a note mid-singing that he reads, he wipes the sweat off of his brow, and then carries on singing, and the note read, "This is your last show, you are going to be killed after this." And he was shot in the car park, leaving.
Why would you leave?
You just carry on singing, wouldn't you? They'd be like, you was meant to finish 4 hours ago. He's like, when the wind hits your eye. Like, you don't even sing this, that's amore. Like, it's just like him carrying on, but no, he's dead. He did die.
Okay.
So
that does. Yeah. Well, yeah, Cartel Unknown, I think, for it. I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't want to say what they have or haven't done.
In case
they're up to
well,
you.
if anything, it'll be you two, wouldn't it? But
you're worth more to us dead.
Yeah, you are.
That was a joke.
This is your last show.
Yeah. Thank God.
Oh, you've got a few hours then. So I've got loads of Elvis content. And I'm going to move on to Michael Jackson in a minute, so...
Oh, MJ. Ooh.
Yeah. And then
So
Jimmy
this-
Savile, was he really a pedo?
No more than Steve. It's a BBC
Not this,
thing.
Steve.
Oh, we're going to have to bleep that out.
We will.
I regret the cancer jokes now. Right. Couple of other things. There's a scene, and I might have shown you this.
Oh, yeah.
There's a scene in Home Alone,
Yes.
which was filmed in 1990. So there was this thing that Elvis did in his shows where he would do this like special like nod, like it's a weird nod, but if you saw it, you'd be like, that's Elvis, like it's his signature. He does this little head movement, right?
Oh, like Lewis Capaldi?
No, that's
Oh, that's so out of order. That's so out of order.
that is the funniest thing you've ever said. There you go.
That is. That's literally 6 episodes in, 7 episodes in. We got there.
Well
He topped
done.
it. He topped the owl
I'm
job.
happy with that. That's good.
He's still
There's
alive.
this signature head move that he does,
Is he?
and he died in
Roddy Reed.
1977. But even since 1977, straight away there was, because of the funeral, because of the grave, there's been conspiracies from day one. This isn't like 20 years later people are coming up with this.
Yeah.
So there's always been apparently these things. I think it's called a nod. You might know this. Like it's called not in terms of what he did was literally a nod, but it's called like a nod to your fans to let them know I'm
not
alive,
dead.
I'm not dead. So in Home Alone, I can't remember what it was, the original one potentially. They're at the airport. The main lady is at the front desk, and there's a man stood right behind her.
Yeah.
That is not credited. He's not credited in any of the thing in any of it, and he does this like head nod, like look, and it's.
In Home Alone.
Yeah, in Home Alone, but because it was such a big film.
I've seen this. I've seen this clip. I have seen this clip. And it's basically a fat man with a beard.
No, it's not. I'm going to show you.
Goodness.
No. All right, let me just show you this then, Ricky.
Being the worst extra in the world.
What if I
No,
did
but
the
then
nod now?
it's just.
I'm Elvis.
Right, here we go. This is the one between the two. So you see Elvis do this nod. Okay, it's just a nod. Like, I know what it looks like.
Looks like
but
fucking
look.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, but look, it'll be him. I'm only showing you a very, very brief. We're only scratching the surface with this stuff. Like, people have done research on his face, on what he would look like exactly 12 years, 13 years
Oh,
after.
let me guess. It looks exactly like that.
Weirdly, he does. Weirdly, he does.
He looks older
Yeah, because he's
in
older.
the other picture. No, in the
Because he was
first
sweaty.
one.
Yeah, but he's quit. So a lot of the theory is that he was getting.
Wait a minute, can we just... Because you made it sound originally like he'd done a nod thing that was more than just going like that, right?
No,
you
but
made
that
it
was
seem
his-
like it was... Yeah, but do you... like that's like... If somebody said, oh, he used to do a little nod and it went like this...
Well, no.
And then someone did that, and like, fair enough.
That's
But
not subtle enough. That's not subtle
Yeah, but that's
enough.
like saying, oh, someone did this.
No, because
And oh, fucking that guy raised his hand, he must be Tupac.
okay, that on its own, fine. That on its own,
But you've
that's
got
the
that, and you've got the helicopter.
Yeah, and the grave. Don't forget the grave and his name. But you've got all the
Coffin.
coffin, right?
The casket.
But when you've got all these things,
The ice machine.
when you've got all these things that lead up to it, and then that's the first visual thing that people have seen. It's like it. What I'm saying is, the theory is that was a nod to all of his fans. It has to be subtle. It can't be.
Yeah, no.
Here's Elvis. I'm alive.
can't
It's
have
got
gone-
to be. Is it? Isn't it?
I've just thought of something as well. The ice machine for the wax.
Yeah.
Where was he buried? Where's Graceland? It's like Virginia or somewhere like that, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty quite hot there. So everyone at that funeral, if there was, I think there was an ice machine in there, because otherwise that body would have stunk. It would have been in the hot sun, open.
Yeah.
It would have stunk. So either way, I agree. The ice machine.
Well,
the
no,
only part of this I believe
they don't
now
normally
is
have
that
ice
there is-
machines. People die in hot countries and they don't have ice machines to keep them cool.
No, that is true.
That's madness. That's.
They won't
I feel
Elvis.
like you're mocking me still, but you are agreeing.
I'm heavily because I want him to be alive.
I want to be as
Yeah.
well.
No, great music.
Of course, you want to be alive. He's your favourite musician, and you reeled off 2 songs that
Second
you know.
favourite, Michael
So
Jackson, which we're both my favourite musicians have
died.
not died.
Yeah.
Not died. They both not died.
So I was annoyed at Michael Jackson actually because I had tickets to go and see him.
Oh, selfish.
Of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think Elvis is alive because Scouting for Girls told me to.
So there was also a feature at Graceland. You can go and visit Graceland, which I've never done, but you can go and visit Graceland, but you can only go downstairs. You can't go upstairs, and there's curtains, but you can hear people walking around upstairs. Which arguably,
He's still in bed.
no.
The thing is, what you're saying is that he lives upstairs.
No, yes.
If he wanted to be dead, surely you'd just fucking move somewhere else that is not that
Potentially
big.
that's his home. Like, he loved that house. Like, if you
Yeah, but you can't fucking go outside.
But
how did he get to the set of fucking home?
He got to the...
Right, he might love the house. Well, I get that. He loves the house. If he's pretended to die,
Yeah.
and he doesn't want people to know he's still alive,
Just invite him in.
live anywhere else.
Yeah.
Live anywhere else
Listen,
than the house where everyone in the world goes to see.
I'm not
Or
saying-
don't invite them in the house.
Yeah. I'm not saying...
no, sorry, we don't
No,
open
but it's
the
the
house.
money. It's money to feed the family. Like,
I'm sure he does all right.
I'm
But
not saying
also-
it's a sound mind. He's faked his own death. You know,
So
he's
go
not
and
made-
live in on an island. Buy your own island.
Well, he might have done. He might have just been there that day. But what I'm saying is,
If you needed money,
there's a curtain. What I'm saying is, there's curtains, and they're really strict. You cannot go up. There's like a curtain and another curtain. You cannot even look up there.
yeah,
Right.
which would make sense.
Yeah, if he's living up there.
So
But they did. So a couple of things around this, right? They did an interview. They've never ever let anyone into Graceland to do an interview, and this was with, I think, Priscilla, and they were really funny over. And this is a silly little thing, but over the name of the episode, and there's only one person they would let do the interview, and it was Larry King, and obviously Elvis was known as the King,
Yes.
right, of rock and roll,
yeah.
and if you change all the letters round in the title of this.
it says, "I'm not dead." It was an ice
No, it's just it was the King is alive. Like, you can change and it's the King is alive.
So what
but
was
they
the
could have had
episode
anyone. What was what?
What was the episode called then?
Larry King live or live with Larry King. I don't know. I haven't written it down because I didn't have time to research it. But if you do,
You said you've been researching this for 15 years.
yeah. I just haven't. That's one detail I've just
I
remembered.
haven't had time.
Or did you mean minutes? Did you mean 15
No,
minutes?
I've been.
No, you have.
I've put hours into this,
Yeah.
but there is genuinely gone. There's a dedicated website to this, and there's an episode that, and they've never let any other interviewer ever go in there, and then even all through the whole interview,
So they've never done any. They've never done any interviews inside the house.
and I think even still to this day they haven't. And they interviewed Priscilla, and she was referring to Elvis in a current tense?
Yeah.
So he loves to come and play pool, not he used to love coming and playing pool.
Yeah.
But that's one. Throughout the whole thing, it was like a 2.5 hour special, and it was all cut. It was all he loves to do this, he loves to do that. Okay, there's an argument to say
She might have mentioned
she's
spirit.
just in. Yeah, she just yeah.
She,
There's also an argument to say he's still bloody playing.
He was upstairs and they
they
were like,
close up and he comes down and plays pool.
Elvis, we told you, not on a Tuesday.
Also, the thing is, his lifestyle was he would sleep all day and he would go out at night. He would do his gigs at night. He would go shopping at night. Shopping centres would close down. So he might, when all the guests are coming in and out and going around, he might be upstairs asleep.
But he's old now.
He's old now, but also there was I think during this interview, there's a scene which is only about a 3-second scene where someone
Is in the background,
no, it doesn't do the nod, but someone does walk past the window in the background and like looks in, and it's like.
Does it look like him?
It's a man with a
Well,
beard.
I don't think you can see that it's Elvis, but a lot of like experts have said
It's probably the
there
window
are-
cleaner.
it could be the window cleaner.
I just think.
But is there not enough?
God,
Like,
these- just people are so stupid, right?
No.
They've gone through the effort of getting Larry King to do it just so they could use his name to make an anagram of the king is
It's
alive.
all a
They
nod.
can't spell his fucking name right on a gravestone.
They've done it on purpose because it's not him. It's a nod to the fans.
Yeah,
to
that's
say
because
he's
they want
alive.
his actual graves
Yeah, but
to have his actual name.
they've just done a shit job of this cover up, haven't they? It's like, okay, Elvis
but they
might still
want-
be
they
alive,
want
but he's a
people.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, but it might just be really smart marketing. The whole thing might be smart marketing because you might just keep believing
Yeah, but
and then keep buying his music.
How old would he be
What
now?
would be smarter
I need to know how
is
old
if
he
he
is.
just fucking stayed alive and made more music.
He couldn't
necessarily, he
because
might
of the
have run out of
cartel.
ideas.
The cartel were going. You just said that they were going to put a letter under his nose
Yeah,
and say
you just
you're
said
dead.
about your Sanchez
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
How old is?
How old would Elvis be if he was still alive?
How old would?
Have you got more facts? Because at the moment I'm
Yes,
at about
mate.
11%
Look at that book.
believing.
88.
He'd be 88. Okay.
Yeah, but people live till they're,
Yeah.
88 before.
He also had a really unhealthy lifestyle. though.
Yeah, but that might be part of it. He wanted to get out of that, and he couldn't because it was the pressure
go to
of
the
show
gym.
business.
Because he was asleep in
No,
the
he could go
day.
to the gym. He could go to the gym at night. He used to play racquetball, I think, or something. I'll whiz through the rest of these so we can get on to Steve.
No, don't whiz through them. I'm enjoying this.
Honestly, my mind is being.
Also, I haven't got
changed.
this many facts about mine.
Okay, so this is another one. I think this is basically my last one of this. We could do another whole episode on this. I've got loads.
Well, let's do it. Let's do the episode on your one now, and then
Yeah.
we'll deconstruct whatever your one is going to be,
Yeah.
and then we'll deconstruct
What he's done
whatever.
is it was the.
Yeah,
have you got another one?
he'll have a better one than
Oh,
that.
we'll
Surely.
give him more time
Yeah,
to
I'll
do a
make
better one
one.
then.
Yeah.
All right, and then okay. So the last one then in that case was he used to use a name when he was out when he
A pseudonym.
Yeah, pseudonym. Is that what it's called when you like book a hotel, but you don't want to say,
Yep.
It's Elvis.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right? I've not heard of that. So he used to use the name John Burroughs. And then there's been a man.
Credited in the Home Alone film.
No. He wasn't credited in that. I'll explain that. That's booked on several occasions under the name John Burroughs that looks like an old Elvis.
What do you mean booked? Book where?
Hotels.
Premier Inn.
Not Premier Inns, probably like.
There's a
quite-
guy in Gravesend who drives a mobility scooter who looks like Elvis and
Could
drives
be him.
around in an Elvis outfit.
Could be him. I mean, if you were Elvis and you're pretending to be dead, you wouldn't wear an Elvis outfit.
All
though.
I'm saying is that guy lives his whole life driving around Gravesend in a mobility scooter in an Elvis costume.
Right.
Why wouldn't he be booking under the pseudonym if he knows that was his pseudonym?
Well, he might be. There was no mention of a mobility scooter, and these were in America. Can you get a mobility scooter on a plane? I don't.
Probably more
Gravesend
so.
does sound like Graceland.
Does maybe that's
Very
why he's moved there.
similar.
Maybe you
So-
just looked
And
from
it's the
that.
hottest place in the UK. 1 year, I think. So I mean that fact is about as stretched as most of
No,
these.
some of these.
So
are,
he
come
might-
on, some of these like.
Mate,
You have
I
to
love,
agree
I
some
love
of
the
it.
fact you had there. You're like, come on.
that was his closing speech in front of the jury.
Yeah.
I rest my case, Your Honour. No more. And then he comes back and he goes, the jury has decided that, unfortunately, Elvis is dead. And you're like, are you joking?
Okay, the problem with
What about the
upstairs?
Yeah,
He's upstairs. They don't let anyone up there.
He was in on a Tuesday.
Larry King.
The problem with a conspiracy theory,
Is that it's bullshit.
you can't prove it. That's why it's a theory.
Well, they can if they find him.
Yeah. Okay.
But they managed. So some conspiracy theories are proved. The MK Ultra conspiracy theory was proven to be true.
What even is that? Sounds boring.
Sounds like a
even
gun.
the
So in America, when there was quite a big heroin issue happening, and they had just basically discovered LSD and realised it was a psychedelic and could change the way you think. So the FBI or whoever they are in America, they basically were trying to harness LSD, and MK Ultra stands for Mind Control Ultra, and they were basically trying to use it and control people's minds with LSD mixed with torture. And this was a whole conspiracy theory that they were doing this. They were taking people that were addicted to drugs and then using them as test subjects and basically ruining their life. And they said, no, it wasn't happening. Anyway, classified documents came out. It was a real thing.
right. So some conspiracy theories are true.
Yeah. I probably imagine that the evidence was a bit more compelling than a helicopter, though.
You're just focusing on the helicopter, though.
I'm focusing on all of it.
Well, you only mentioned the helicopter.
None of the evidence.
You mentioned Home Alone. Right, and I'll be honest. Right, when I first started my
Have you got
research,
any others? Have you got any others? Or is that it?
when I first started my, that's
actually-
pretty much it. When I first started my research, I saw that Home Alone video, and I was like, I'm convinced. He's like, well, I'm going to spend my life.
So that's what, and I know because you have sent me that video.
yeah.
I think more than once.
Yeah, because I think that's enough that's enough for me to think that is definitely Elvis.
Okay, don't ever become a lawyer. That can't be.
Okay, I'm not going to go to like.
That can't be it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't go to court over a conspiracy theory, though, would you?
I think this is similar to your joke at the start. I think you need just one more, and it might hit.
Yes.
Go on.
Convince us.
I haven't got. That's it.
There's got to be more.
Well, there probably is more, but I'd have to research. I haven't.
Okay, I'm going to give you one more fact, and it could be a lie. Yeah, but you need to make it convincing enough that if that actually happened, I'd believe it.
Do what? Sorry.
Because you don't have another facts.
Well, no, okay, but you've just caught me at the point where I've run out of facts now.
I haven't caught you.
You have caught me. You caught like I've now run out of facts, but I can tell you about Michael Jackson. He's alive. If you want,
not alive.
He is alive.
No, he's not.
No,
Just because you haven't been down the pub with him.
Have you?
What do you bake? No, I haven't either.
I saw him dancing on England's Got Talent.
What with
pretty sure
the
it's him.
broom? I do remember them. They were good, to be fair.
There's a couple of things that did. Michael Jackson might be a bit more compelling. We probably need to do a whole episode on it. But there was a video on the internet that surfaced when he.
There was the one of him sat up in the back of the ambulance.
Not in the helicopter. So the helicopter that come in to get his body.
Of course, there was a fucking helicopter.
These are rich men. They can get
No, I'm
helicopters.
pretty sure he was in an ambulance.
No, there's a helicopter. Trust me, I've watched it a million times. So like, it's had something like 4 million views. One of them was 1 million.
It is a helicopter because you sent me that as well.
Yeah, but that video's you can't get that anywhere now.
I'm sure I could find it on Google.
Oh, please and send it to me. Don't we won't do it now, but you can do. But
Yeah, but he's got 2%.
so there's a video of, and this is on a live news feed. So live news was filming his house that he'd just died in, and like people knew there was people gathering outside.
Yeah.
And then a helicopter takes off that was taking Michael Jackson away.
Yeah.
And because they just wanted to get in and get out, they took off before they closed the door. So as the man's in the window and they're taking off, you see Michael Jackson go from laying down to sitting up. You look shocked, but I've sent you this. That's good acting.
I am good.
You should look
And
straight down the
also,
camera
I
then.
found it.
And
Have you? Show me.
no, you have not.
Show me then.
I've run out of battery.
Oh, just tell me where it is
And
then.
also,
Google.
and this is true.
Yeah.
At Neverland,
Yeah.
there's a grave that says Martin.
And it's round the corner.
It is.
Okay,
So this is how conspiracy theorists feel.
a real conspiracy. I say a real.
They are real conspiracies.
Yeah, no, they are.
No, they are because
and this is one that I genuinely believe, and it's happening at the moment, happening every day, and it's happening around
Loch Ness
us.
Monster.
No, what is up? Yeah,
He just does not stop talking about Loch Ness Monster.
is.
I want to go to Loch Ness.
I don't think.
Can we do a poll?
The way
Can we do a poll on the video? Should we go and do a video from Loch Ness?
Yeah.
Yes
You
or
do
no?
a poll,
Yeah,
sure.
let's do
You
it.
do a poll.
Right.
But
No.
also, the way to get your mates to go to Loch Ness with you is not to irritate the fuck out of them for an hour.
Yeah.
Just talking about Loch Ness, where we're like, fucking Loch Ness.
I mentioned it once.
Yes.
You've mentioned Elvis 20 times.
I have.
You messaged me that you hope Dan finds someone new so we can have a stag do in Loch Ness. That's why I should be your best man this day's time. We will go back then.
I'm never getting married again. Don't worry about that.
Oh, great.
I'm getting more divorce jokes.
So no, but this one is I you wouldn't have to not convince me because I think all of us could probably say this has
Let's guess
happened
it.
to us. Okay, go on.
Is it Kate Middleton's dead?
No. Right, I don't think it's a government
Is it
thing.
to do with Stephen
Oh,
Mulvern?
I know.
Go on.
Is it that 4-finger Kit Kats are better than Kit Kat Chunkies?
Kit Kat Chunkies are better, right?
That lie.
No.
Nah, you're
Kit Kat
right.
Chunkies 100%. I'm going through like a phase at the moment, as you can
We know.
tell.
Yeah.
I fucking love Kit Kat Chunkies.
You beat us to it.
But right, no,
You like a
honestly,
Kit Kat, don't you, Chunky?
I think, and I don't think it's a government thing, I think it's a big tech thing. I think it's probably a Meta thing, as in Mark Zuckerberg's company. I also think that fucking Tesla and all of those, I reckon they're all in cahoots on it, that our phones listen to what we say and give us adverts based on this.
I don't
And
think
it's
this is a conspiracy. I think this is just, it is happening because we will talk about something that's happened before.
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't even have to type it in. We can
Yeah.
just talk about it, and then my adverts will like if I was to say, oh, I really really like Ugg boots.
Well, that's not your phone, so that's not listening. It's listening, but it's going to an SD
It could
card.
be. It could be.
That need you to. That's a microphone.
But
That's
my
meant
phone's
to
in my
listen.
pocket. Your phone's there. You're all going to get adverts about Ugg boots now, and
Well, I mean,
Like, I generally think it happens, but also...
Margot Robbie nudes.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie nudes.
Yeah, but that's not an advert.
Like Prince Albert. Then.
No, I get you. It's not.
But we're just going to get loads of fucking photos of Elvis. But yeah,
And
no.
what's wrong with that?
Well, he's dead. But yeah, the other thing is, so...
Oh, my wits end with you,
the
Ricky.
start of the world, yeah, Adam and Eve in the Garden
There's
of
no
Temptation.
Adam and Eve.
No, but if there was...
Right.
This is going to be a
Adam
long
and Eve-
story if he's starting with Adam and Eve. But we've
No,
got
that
to
was a long
get
time
to,
ago.
get to Mark Zuckerberg.
That was a long time ago, yeah.
Right, no. Adam and Eve, Garden of Temptation.
We're all related then.
Yeah.
What did they eat?
An apple.
An apple, yeah. So and the apple was representative of humanity, yeah. So when they took the bite of the apple, that was the fall of humanity, or the start of the fall of humanity. What logo is on the back of your phone?
Google.
No.
Google
What
Pixel.
logo is on the back of your phone?
An apple with a bite.
My phone.
Exactly, an apple with a fucking bite out of it.
Mouse.
Jono.
2 mountains.
No, but that's if you take that out.
I'm not going to take it out there. That's just a new phone.
But an apple with a bite taken out of it, which is supposed to represent, obviously, like, I don't think they did this in the marketing department, but the fall of humanity. And I think they're listening to everything they are and using that data. You're right, it's probably not a conspiracy theory, it probably is real.
Oh,
but
yeah.
if I was to Google, like, they're not saying on their website, just so you know, we're listening to everything you say, because I've said some fucking stupid stuff that I wouldn't want people to hear.
Yeah, but that's the same for anyone. Like, even probably Mark Zuckerberg has said some stuff that he probably shouldn't have said, and it's... But I think the thing is, that is probably happening, so it's not necessarily a conspiracy theory, but also it's just... I don't know if it's boring. Like, people just know that's happening.
Yeah.
And we just sort of... We know it's happening, whereas at least... Like, I'm not saying that the Elvis thing or the Michael Jackson thing is exciting, but people are still talking about it 40 years on.
Yeah.
So, and I think with a conspiracy theory, it doesn't matter what it is. Loch Ness Monster.
Yes.
Do you know, people are still talking
Is that
about
a
it.
conspiracy theory or is that an urban legend?
Well, you can call it whatever you want, because it's not real, is it? So it could be a conspiracy theory.
Brilliant.
If you're hoping that we're going to spend one night in Loch Ness and we're going to see it after people have been pitched there for weeks trying to look for it, there's been
do you know?
underwater divers.
Someone's got to find it.
Not necessarily if it's not real.
Yeah, but if you're saying that,
Same with Elvis. Someone's got to
then
find
how
Elvis.
the fuck has no one been pitched outside of Graceland and seen him come out at night?
People have. People have seen that. People have seen it. There's a gardener there's a gardener. There's a man that tends to the gardens.
I'm so glad you dissected the essence of a gardener.
You might not know what a gardener was, but
I didn't even
and
flat.
he looks like Elvis, and there's been, but he keeps like a cap on, and he doesn't ever he doesn't work
Look up.
there when he doesn't really look up, and he doesn't go there when there's crowds there. That would make sense because they
But
would.
occasionally.
Oh, you're saying that
Oh my
Elvis
God.
is the gardener?
So saying Elvis could be the gardener.
But just occasionally, he never looks up from his cap. He never says a word. But occasionally, just ever so occasionally, you'll see a.
I fucking hate you guys, honestly. I've bared my soul. Elvis
Imagine fixing all your health and not going to a chiropractor.
Yeah.
gardener at Graceland.
This
Yeah,
is
there's
prove
gonna be
it.
photos.
All the other things we've
No, it's not
really
necessarily this proof, but I'm just right.
Tell me this gardener does not look like Elvis.
proved. Isn't that the extra from Home Alone?
That is the gardener at Graceland. No, but he's like going to be. Like, think how old he is now. Like, this was a few years ago.
He's got a beard.
Yes.
You might be Elvis.
No, obviously I'm not Elvis, but I'm just saying, like
That guy does look like an old
you could.
fat Elvis.
He does look like an Elvis. Like, it's not. They've not just hired someone. For, let's get an Elvis lookalike.
That's handy. He
It's
just doesn't
too
look
much
like
of a
him.
coincidence. It's Elvis.
So that's it. That is
He's
it.
an old
End
man.
the conversation. The gardener is Elvis.
Possibly.
Yeah.
No,
That's the whole point.
you just said it was.
All right. Yes, then.
Okay.
Old people are pottering, don't they, in the garden? So that's all he's doing. He's pottering
No,
in his
that's
garden.
fine, that's fine.
And that's not even on. That's not just on one occasion. Look, he's wearing a red top there and a blue top there.
So he's been there at least twice. Which,
Okay,
if he's a gardener,
yeah.
you'd fucking hope so. But
Yeah, at least
but,
twice.
okay,
At least
let
twice.
me.
The house hasn't had an
There's a
owner for
comparison.
nearly 50 years,
No, they
but
have.
he's been there twice.
He has owned it. He owns it and lives upstairs.
With the
behind
gardener.
No, because it's Elvis.
Short commute. But right.
So,
But no,
It's a short
but
commute.
the thing is, so let's
do you not
say,
believe, is there
I-
not
no,
even
I-
1% of you that believes it could be true?
So you
I see
said,
a
he was
vacancy.
hiding upstairs. He was hiding upstairs making sounds.
Yeah,
but,
but he-
then he goes out and mows the lawn.
No, but he goes out when there's no one around. You've got these photographers now that are using these massive lenses and they're zooming in. But yes,
massive cameras.
does that not look like...
Could be him.
You could
It does look like an old man.
That's
It looks
all I
similar
need.
to- yeah. But then, okay,
No,
let's
what I need to
imagine...
hear from you-
the
what I need to
hiring
hear from
process. No, wait, because if we let you talk for too long, we might believe it, right? So, but...
I think that is how conspiracy theories work. We just all keep
yeah, so basically-
Bully people down.
They put it out. They say, "Oh, we need a gardener." This guy who likes Elvis so much that he might grow his beard and his hair. Like,
But it's not just growing a beard. It's not just growing a beard. You've got a beard and you look more like Rick Waller. Right? You've got a beard.
You look like a badly used tennis ball.
Yeah. A chewed up one from a dog's chewed it up and he's had its way with it. And it's messy. That's what your face looks like.
I wouldn't have stayed with you.
You look like
Listen.
a bulldog's chewed up your face, basically. That's horrific.
The point is, it's not just about a beard. There's millions of people in the world that have beards. They don't all look like
exactly.
Elvis.
He doesn't look like Elvis. He
does
just
look
has
like
a fucking
Elvis. You
beard.
don't know what Elvis looks like now, but he looks. But he
That
looks.
invalidates your whole point.
Because he looks a bit like Elvis. You can look at me like.
But Elvis. Okay.
Right, okay, let's look at my dad. My dad's got a beard.
No, let's look
Right?
at fucking
Do you know what
Kim
my dad looks like?
Kardashian.
Right, let's just look
She
at
doesn't
any
look
of
like
that.
anything like Kim Kardashian.
Hang on.
You could plastic surgery your face. Why wouldn't you have just done that?
How old would Elvis be now? 88.
Yeah,
Right,
done that.
okay, let me just. Yeah, that's fine. 88-year-old. I'm just
man.
going to Google 88-year-old men
With
beards. With beards. Right?
You and literally
Loads of them. Bloody loads of them, mate. Do any of them look like Elvis?
He does.
Yeah,
That
the
first
second one
one.
does as well, I think.
No,
Yeah.
they don't. Look at them properly. They don't.
Well, we don't know what he looks like. He could look like anything.
I can't
You just-
tell if he's or isn't because they're not nodding.
If they were all going like this, if their head was at this angle, I
Do
would
that
go
for me.
for it.
just
Dan,
saying.
Dan, do that for me.
All right.
He's
Yeah,
alive.
he's-
He's alive.
It doesn't.
He's alive.
I'm just saying, like, he looks more like Elvis than 99% of the rest of the population that have beards.
I'll give you that. Of all the gardeners to have picked, they did pick a slightly
saying
fatter, greyer, beardy Elvis.
Yeah. No,
They
that
could
is
have.
true.
They could have picked a female gardener.
Yeah, why didn't they?
So you're
Because
right.
it's Elvis.
Because it is
Garden.
Elvis gardening his own garden.
Yes, thank you.
Because Elvis isn't dead.
And he loves
Heard it on the
gardening.
radio.
Yes.
I'm not saying that he's 100% alive,
Well,
but I'm saying there is a chance. There is evidence to support. Do you know what? If all of this stuff is true, well, if it is true, then yeah, he's not dead. But there's no way to prove either way. But some of it is the grave thing. Come on, that's.
yeah.
So Michael Jackson was seen at his own funeral, apparently.
If you
So was
had
my
to
dad
pick,
in the fucking casket.
Your dad,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
What?
What?
Wasn't he what? Go on.
Dusty.
How does that make sense? They still have a funeral. They
Oh,
don't.
they do it after, don't they?
Yeah, of course.
sorry,
They don't
I've
just
been
bring in a
to funeral.
bag
No,
and
I've
go
been
chuck
to
him on the
funeral.
floor like he's a Kido Colombian and go,
Have you way with
There
him?
he is.
There you go.
yeah. That,
No, yeah, you're right. All right, that was also in poor taste. So,
You should,
that one,
you should have sniffed it.
that one was in poor taste.
You should have sniffed it. Fucking stunk.
I just think with some conspiracy theories, I don't know why. Let me ask you this then: why is it still a conspiracy theory 40 years after?
Because people want him to be
people-
alive.
yeah.
Because it's Elvis.
And people don't have jobs.
Yeah.
We didn't even get time to come on to Jonno's conspiracy theories, so we're gonna have to do it.
researching for that as well.
I have.
We have to do another episode on it.
I've got loads.
But what we should
But I
do
don't
is
think. But I think the thing with you two, you're not. Like, I'm not saying I am a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe in a few things. So I guess in some aspects I am, but you two are not.
I believe in it, in some of it,
Some of the other
but
stuff.
I'm not passionate as
Okay.
you, and I don't. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't care enough.
yeah.
care.
Probably no.
That looks so serious.
But
Care.
I think
we don't care, Dan. All right.
Very
I think the thing for me is the stuff that I would just really like it to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would really like
Yeah.
it to be true, and I think it's just not. It's sort of quite nice to believe in something.
100%. And although I would probably say out of everyone here, I've been the most vocal in calling that bullshit.
Yeah.
I would also sounds like a genuine lovely guy. I'd love to shake his hand.
Also,
and say,
how
"Oh, mate,
amazing
thank
would it
you."
be if tomorrow they turned up, literally, and like at the end of a Scooby-Doo cartoon, the gardener went, "It's me."
Yeah.
It was me all along.
It was me. I've been gardening here.
And I would have
hiding
run away with
upstairs
it if it wasn't for the helicopter.
and playing pool.
Let me tell you now.
40 years and no one knew.
If that happens, you are getting a face full of me, mate. You are
A
getting
face full of what?
Face full of him.
Not me.
Ugh.
Not.
That's disgusting.
All right, Stephen.
I should have left it. I just we're not going to brag about it.
That doesn't.
All right, that's not going to.
The punishment
that's
does
not
not
gonna
fit the
catch on.
crime.
I'll just cut it all out then.
But listen, I'd love for him to be right.
I do think it's
But-
nice to have something to believe in. It's like.
So
In a way, it's sad that we haven't had. If he is alive, which okay, it's 50-50.
He's probably it's not 50-50.
Let's say-
statistically, he's
let's say
alive.
it's 50-50.
Statistically, he's alive.
It's a
That
shame.
has never been your strong point.
It's a shame that we've missed out on 40 years worth of what could have been incredible music.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true because he's got such a massive backlog of bangers, and you knew 3.
No, I could reel. No, I know loads of them.
I could read them off. Okay. Without your phone.
All right, well, I don't need my phone. Go on, just. There was something more.
A little less
I was gonna say.
conversation.
Little less conversation.
What's the next bit then? That's finish the lyric. Come on.
No, I do know. It's just when
I love
you're
that skit.
go on,
I
go
love
on.
that skit, by the way.
Yeah. A little less conversation.
when you're under pressure, it's
That's
No,
not
that was
hard.
Queen.
No, that's it. I'm the
That was Queen.
That's so quick.
I missed the joke again.
You said, I said, no, I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to do that.
You said all under pressure, and I said
Oh.
no, that's Queen.
That's good. That is good. Yeah, I
Yeah,
missed it 'cause I was
should be
thinking
good
of songs.
But yeah, no, we
Okay.
get it. You're a massive Elvis fan. Great. I was going to say, this is
If you had to
this
choose,
is a call to oh,
if you had to choose
between Pam
No.
and Kate Middleton.
no, it would always be Pan. If you had to choose between waking up tomorrow and Elvis being alive or Michael Jackson being alive, which one would you pick?
I'd have to say, my gut would say Elvis.
Let's say Elvis.
I feel like I'm probably a bigger Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah.
Because he was alive when I was alive, and Elvis wasn't.
Yeah.
But I think that's why, like, I had the chance to go and see Michael Jackson, I never did.
yeah,
But that's probably because I was
he
too young.
cancelled.
Yeah.
And he cancelled, which because he died. But
Selfish.
Elvis,
he
like
died.
Elvis in
He
his
died.
prime.
Because he died,
Yeah,
you said.
he
Oh,
died.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realise.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah,
You know,
quoted it. You
I
can't
don't
confirm
know.
or deny.
Can't, no,
50-50.
50-50. So,
No,
but yeah, I think it would be Elvis.
Yeah. No. Okay, listen. This is a call to action, right? So this is a call to action to the viewers
and listeners.
and listeners.
The listeners mainly.
The listeners and the viewers once we kind of start doing that again. This is a call to action. I call it as I see it, and if I don't really believe it, I will say it. And like with most of this, if I think it's bullshit, I'll say it. I reckon we give a time limit of a minute and a half, people to send you a voice message giving us their conspiracy theories and points, because it's a minute and a half, they can't natter on. They've got to prove it, and if I believe it, then I believe
Yeah,
it.
it's taken me an hour. It's taken me an hour and a half.
It's
on
taken him
this podcast, and you've
15
not-
years of research and an hour and a half
Yeah.
of videoing.
But I think theirs will be better. That's why. And I think put it out there, and then tomorrow, like next
Tune
week,
in, no kids.
next week when we do it, yeah. Next week when we do it, obviously we're going to have a look at your conspiracy theory, but we can also hear theirs
Oh, mine's a
and
fact.
see if they can.
We won't be able to do that because this podcast won't go out until next week.
Yeah, and then it's the week after.
Oh, so all right, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when it goes out. The week after, still the week after.
But yeah, basically, and I think we give them the opportunity to try to persuade me, because I'd like to genuinely believe these things.
Do you believe in anything?
Myself mainly.
I believe in a thing called love.
Well, you are fucked then.
You believe in yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair play to you. Someone's got it.
No.
Cheers. But yeah, I would like them to
You already
convince
done the
me.
fist bump, but it was a diss. That's
No,
fine.
I got it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they should be able to persuade me. I think
I just
we
looked
do
because
that.
you told me to.
Yeah.
You told me to.
He's done his,
Acknowledge
occasionally
them.
look.
he's done his 2 looks.
Exactly.
So, right, in summary then, you two...
Why are we summarising this like it's a meeting?
Well, we're summarising it so we can end the podcast, otherwise we're just going to keep talking.
Oh, okay.
And you said
Yeah.
you want an early night because you've got to get up at early or something.
Yeah. Some of us work.
I work.
He does. He works.
All right. Listen. So, in theory, you definitely do not believe Elvis is alive. Although you'd like to. It'd be nice if he's alive. You'd be like, oh, great. Elvis
I
is
do
alive.
believe he's got a garden that looks like him.
You believe he's got a guy. I'll take that. Are you any closer to believing? Are you? But you've been on the journey with me a lot of it because I've sent a lot of links to you over the years.
I've heard and seen a lot of this before on a one-to-one, and I've looked in the whites of your eyes and seen the passion behind. And no, I don't.
Still not even one, but not even you got no
percent.
Okay. I would like him to be, because
but
it would be good.
You think any of the facts that I've given you are a bit
facts?
Well, no, the grave is a fact. The grave is a fact. Where he was buried is a fact.
No,
spelling his
the fact was the grave is they spelled his name wrong.
No, and put it somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, his directions.
They might have looked at the map upside down.
They were clear. Can I be buried between my mum and my brother?
Might be his other mum.
Yep.
Oh, that's all right, that's clear. He's definitely dead then. Let's wrap it up there.
Finally, someone's making sense.
That look has to be the end of it.
Oh, what a blast! We hope.
No, okay, we're not doing anything. The blast bit is not going to make it.
I hope you enjoyed the episode.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. It's on Saturday.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode.
You do, or we do? Do we all hope that they did, or did just you hope?
We hope that you enjoyed this week's episode.
If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, a share, a follow, anything. Tell your nan.
Or your dad.
So, probably not you though, Ricky. Just because he's dead. But thanks for watching.